Hello friends, BD from Team Allius here and welcome back to my Minecraft resource pack series. In this video I will be doing the brick texture, which was requested by the amusingly named Butts McPherson. Also, before we start, I would like to quickly mention that the texture pack tutorial will be out later today, so keep an eye out if you're interested. So, starting off, I tried to plan out the texture by drawing lines on the canvas. Holding shift while drawing in Photoshop makes those lines go straight. Despite bricks being only one texture, it's actually quite difficult to line up and get right. As you can see, I have some difficulties and constantly move and redraw parts. Once I finally got the layout to my liking, I lowered the opacity and created a new layer over the top. Then using the lines as a guide, I started to block in the shapes. I also cleaned them up as I went along with the select tool and pressing delete. Back on the brick layer, I locked the opacity and then started to think about how I was going to shade each brick, trying out different styles. I didn't like the first attempt and decided to start over. This time, I went with a more simple style and was much happier with it. I used two different shades, and around the outside of each brick, I used them to make a sort of bevel effect. Once I'd done all the bricks, I went back and added highlights to some of the corners with a pale reddish brown. Then I added textures on a new layer, which I set to multiply and then lowered the opacity so that the texture was subtle, but still added something to the image. I also made sure that the texture only appeared on the bricks and not on the spaces in between them. To finish things off, I added shadows to the areas in between the bricks to make them look like they are popping out of the wall and not too flat. Then I used the offset tool to make those last few finishing touches. So with the texture done, it's time to check it out in game. I did show a few people some screenshots of this texture before putting the video together, and some of them pointed out that they actually looked a bit flat, so I went back into Photoshop and added a few flecks and marks on the texture. I am much happier with it now I've done that though. The texture lines up correctly, and although the bricks aren't all the same shape, they still look great with no obvious tiling errors or any other issues. So, with the completion of the bricks texture now, that takes our total up to 29 out of 382. We're really starting to get through these at a nice pace now. Anyway, that's it for now. Leave a comment below to let me know what you think of my textures so far. Thank you so much for your requests. Be sure to keep them coming, as I will get to yours eventually. You can also show your support by liking and sharing this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the Team Allius YouTube channel to keep up to date with our latest content from myself and the other ladies here. But until next time, take care, bye!